Alright guys, welcome back. Gonna be back on the Bronco. Still not keeping it, but I mean, still got another month before I can get rid of it. Got to get a bunch of paperwork and stuff done. But as soon as I moved her out of the driveway, it does not want to crank or start. So I have a brand new battery, but I'm gonna charge this one. And then I know the fender mounted solenoid is garbage. So we're gonna swap that, and I also got a new starter just in case as well. So yeah, gotta get this pulled out, throw it on a charger, and then start doing the other stuff. All right, so you can see how old and gross that one is compared to how new and nice this one is. Look exactly the same. So I'm gonna start tossing this one on. All right, I'm also gonna sand that just to kind of get some more metal showing. But I mean, identical. And yeah, I'm also gonna check the fuses in the dash as well, just to make sure it's not also that. Maybe replace a couple of them just because. Yeah, so I'm gonna put this one in. All right, gonna toss it on now and change out the starter next. All right, now that that's on, starter. All right, found why the starter failed. This stuff that sits on the inside right there kind of covers that up. Failed, snapped or came off, and as you can see, you got caught up in the starter gear, and bada bing, bada boom, busted up starter. I apologize for not really filming this. It was absolute pain just because you gotta lift it up. I just was lazy. But yeah, I got a new starter in, solenoids in, just gotta wait for the battery to charge. Another thing you probably could notice is I've started shittily painting the Bronco as well. It's just spray paint, as you can tell from how bad these runs are. But what I've pretty much done is just sanded it down just a little bit in these sections and just laid a base coat, and just to see how, like, because you know, from far away it looks not too bad in terms of like the color. So what I think I might do is, depending on the F250, I have someone wanting to buy it. If they buy it within set amount of time, I'll fix these panels and make the body lines look better, because I mean, like, look at that, the hood smacks right there. This whole thing, like on the other side especially, the hood sits in, and then right here, fenders crunched up. If the truck doesn't sell by like tomorrow or the next day, I'm taking the hood and fenders off of it and putting it on the Bronco. And then I mean, I know I just painted this, but I mean, this is like not even a full can of spray paint right here. So it'll just kind of make it easier. Instead of having to fix all this stuff, I'll be able to just sand and paint. But as of right now, I'm really digging this baby blue that it has. because again, I'm gonna be having this for another month, and I'm gonna be trying to optimize my profit while also doing it on a budget. So for when I actually eventually sell this thing. So far we are making pretty good progress. All right, back on the Bronco right now. Funny story. So yesterday I was going to start working on it, throw the battery in it, and you know, move it, and then it decided to get impounded. So have it back. Have it back. Robbed the taillights off the F250, and we are tossing them on here because that one's all busted up, and this one has a bunch of like self-tapper looking holes in it. So got to get this down now. I don't know what is with these things and not wanting to actually work, but had to do something to get that open. So now we can swap these over finally. Hooray. All right, I hate when this happens. Like, I'm double checking light bulbs. Like, that one looks iffy, but still intact. Like, it's all gunked up in there and stuff, and that breaks, and so now I don't have light bulbs. Not really sure if I showed it before, but holy moly, that was doing it. So you gotta be careful washing some of this stuff out just because of the electronics and old wiring and stuff. So I'll let that dry up a bit before I do anything else. So we're gonna move on to the next one. Not as bad as the other side, but this definitely was really bad. So yeah, gonna clean some of that off. Holy crap. All right, after sawzawing the top bolts and then straight yanking them through, finally got the grill guard off and the bumper. Definitely got to do some little, probably just clean that out. Still got to take off the bolts on the bottom to completely free this. But holy crap, that take it out of me. Like, I literally, because the nuts were halfway through this already, so I had to keep yanking and pulling on it just to pull it all the way through. And holy crap, dude, that was something. But now that is going on the Bronco. Unfortunately, I believe someone is trying to pick up the truck as a roller with no engine and trans. So I don't think I'll be able to take the fenders and hood and stuff. So kind of sucks, but is what it is. At least I got that off. Also, to show how serious it got, snapped my 19 wrench. So down a wrench, unfortunately, but cost of being a I don't even know what I am really, but it cost a wrench. But the 460 is coming out. I'm debating on taking all the swap parts. I don't know if I'll have the Bronco long enough to put the 460 in there, and I don't know if I'll have the patience to do so. So the 460 will probably just remain on an engine stand until someone either buys it or I find time to use it for something. So as of all the swap parts, like the core support, motor mount stuff, I don't think I'm gonna take. I think I'm strictly going for the 460 and all the accessories. I have a gentleman that wants the transmission and some other parts, but I also have a gentleman who's interested in the dash, but the dash is pretty scuffed up, so I gotta send him pictures to see if he still wants it. I think I said this, but one of the ideas that I'm having for the Bronco is to just straight cut this out and just make this all just one line right here. I mean, which would help with, you know, bigger tires, like kind of articulation if you got like, if you're gonna be crawling and stuff. But at the same time, I'm keeping the stock bumper. I'm keeping the stock bumper in the grill. So you end up with this where, you know, you'd still pretty much see it, and be a little goofy if you have it kind of cut. I mean, I could totally go with a tubular bumper But again, I'm not keeping this thing that long, and nothing has been finalized for it. So yeah, might have to, plus these fenders are pretty trashed. I don't know, I might actually steal those fenders, but I don't know, I gotta double check for the guy to actually pick up the truck. So, but yeah, I think I am just gonna steal the fenders, and just say screw it with the roller. So yeah, so gotta kind of get those pulled off, but before I put them on this, they're definitely gonna get painted. Yeah, gonna get these, or the, I gotta go to the other one. All right, got this stuff yoinked off the truck. Took off this vinyl sticker. You can see the original color, and it looks so good in this dark blue. I can only imagine what it looked like with this two-tone. But I'm thinking the hood will get painted and done first before the fenders, because the fenders need all this stuff taken off, all the adhesive and pinstripe crap, a little bit more cleaning and stuff. But the hood can pretty much just sand it down a little bit more. I do want to keep some of the blue, so I'm not going to sand that much down when I respray over it, because I do kind of want some of that to pop through with the look I'm going for. So, but a lot of this is going to have to get cleaned up. All right, so the biggest reason I want to use this hood over the other one is because this also doesn't have the Ford logo that is supposed to be like a badge kind of put on there. So no holes to fill. The hood is straight. And plus, again, with this darker blue in some of these areas, I kind of want it to be able to pop through the patina a little bit. But still need to just clean it off a little bit better before we can do anything else with it. Got it already sanded down just a little bit, mainly just the top layer. But yeah, current situation, truck rolled into the middle of the street. Almost took me with it. So yeah. All right, a little bit of time later, and a lot of irritation. Truck is in the driveway, actually in an even better spot to get this thing pulled out. Yeah, very close call. As you can see, tire chock completely disintegrated. I don't know if it was the heat, bad product, because the truck had moved a couple times on it, or what happened. But I'm just grateful I didn't get hurt by this truck yet again. Anyways, into more exciting news on what I can do right now. The hood is looking pretty good. I want to throw on one more coat. It's pretty even right now. I mean, you can definitely see like the streaks and some kind of the texture and stuff, but that is fine. Gonna hit it one more time, and then gonna give it a little sand, and then should be good to go. Threw on another lighter coat, and then gonna sand it a little bit once it's all dry. And then I have clear coat, but I also got this stuff to start setting up my reel. So, well, I only say that to get actual clear coat for like a paint gun, and then mix it and do all that stuff. But I think what I might do is just use some of what I have and, you know, add 2 layers and then sand it down or something, sand out the high spots. But yeah, I mean, it's not too bad, and it's definitely going to be a 10-foot car anyways, or 15-foot Bronco, so it doesn't matter to me too much. But as for this thing, still don't know what we're going to do with the engine. Transmission, somebody already claimed dibs on. The engine's more or less just going to kind of be in my possession until I either find another use for it, I find someone that wants to buy it. So first and foremost, chuck the AC, don't need it. I don't know which other stuff we're not really gonna need. But AC, to be gone with it. I think everything else is just gonna stay on the engine. Yeah. I gotta end off on the video. Didn't really film the rest of the truck, but got the 460 out. It's just sitting here. I gotta still put it up on an engine stand, and kind of figure out what's gonna happen with it. And yeah. Also, the truck is also gone, thank goodness. Now gonna be gearing up more towards the 90. Still got to get the crash bar done, and I still got to make enough room in here for me to actually do the work, like CV axles. What else is all my crap? Oh, trans mounts, all these bushings and stuff, all gaskets and whatever else. Got to get that done. Also still got to finish the hood. It is almost done. I got to do some clear coat, and then we'll sand it down just a little bit more, just to see if we can get some, like, patina sticking through. Yeah, it's not looking too bad so far. It does have some, like, some parts look really good, and then other parts you can kind of see the texture from the hood popping through from, like, the rust. So, but it'll be fine. Majority of it looks like really good though. But definitely in the light you can see spray lines. And then also got to start doing the fenders as well at some point. We'll probably start these next weekend, and then get that done for the Bronco so I can do the front end and throw the new bumpers on, bumper and bumper or grill guard. So to get the Bronco more done as well. I think it'll take another weekend's worth of work for that, and then it'll be exactly where I want it to be. Because all I gotta do is just cut the bumper bolts off the other one, get some new bolts for this, throw these on, and then just, most of the work is just gonna be painting the fenders and finishing up this one. I might finish this one up off camera during the week, just since I already have it all set up. So yeah, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more stuff on the Bronco, and then the 90 as well. So thank you.